When we are triggered, our emotions kick in right away. Our limbic part of the brain will cause an emotional reaction in seconds. We actually emote before we think. So, remember when you were a baby, all you could do was cry, and when you were upset about a toy, you cried and went on the floor and threw a tantrum. That was normal behavior because we emote before we actually think in seconds. But there is a problem when there's somebody who is responding like they're 5, but they're in a 50-year-old body. Wouldn't you agree? And we've all seen that type of situation where it's like, I really thought I was with my 5-year-old, but it was a 50-year-old man. Okay, and this can happen because of that triggering response that goes right from trigger to self-talk interpretation down a negative rabbit hole. So self-awareness is your ability to identify and recognize your own emotions, because when you know yourself, you actually, when you know what triggers you, when you know what your strengths are, when you know what your weaknesses are, when you own your talents, all of that is beneficial to every single other person around you, in your house, in your business. Does that make sense? Yeah, and so it's really about you knowing that you are one of 7 billion people on the planet. There's only one of you. So you might as well like it. You're in a relationship with who the longest? Who are you in a relationship with longest? Yes. Yes, you're in relationship with you the longest. So it's like our greatest relationship can only be as good as the one we have with ourselves. And sometimes we're walking around with all this negative self-talk. We interpret every trigger, every response in such a negative way. And then we're down, critical paths and beating ourselves up and can't get over it, right? This is a skill you want to develop, how to strengthen your muscle on your ability to just be graceful and loving toward yourself, just like you would want to be with somebody else, just like you would be with your best friend. Okay, so self-awareness is such a needed skill, and more people do not have that type of awareness of just what is making you upset. Why are you, when you're going down the street on I-25 and someone cuts you off, where is all that rage coming from? Or when a spider jumps out and you're scared and you jump on the bed and suddenly you're 3, where is that fear coming from? We need to know where that's coming from. And that's the power of emotional intelligence and self-awareness.